Hi, this is Ted Bayas with Full Scale AV. Today I just unboxed the brand new Joeco black box recorder. The black box recorder is basically, it's designed for live performance and designed for live performance capture. It is a device that you actually put in the inserts of your mixer, and it does 24 tracks of recording. One of the cool things about the black box recorder is that it's a full-on 24 channel recording interface. So you actually add whatever hard drive you want to the unit, and off you go. The unit features 24 channels, so I have one unboxed right here. I just took out of the box. Comes with a couple things. First of all, the actual unit itself. It's a single rack space device. On the front panel of the device, there is a, let me get it right side up here. On the front panel of the device is 24 channel of monitoring right here. You have a touch screen, well, a touch interface. That has different controls. You have a small screen over here which actually has all the controls of the device, and then a little jog shuttle touch sensitive wheel here on the front panel. What's cool about this is that this is designed to be primarily a set and forget type of recorder. So if you're an engineer in a house of worship application, or you're out in a recording studio application, or you're in another application where you actually need to concentrate on the talent and concentrate on the performance, this is an ideal device for you. It's a very, very simple interface, very, very simple to use, and is compatible with a ton of different devices. First of all, it's a single rack space device. On the back panel, there are, this first model that I have right here is the analog model. There's basically 3 sets of D-sub connections on the back of the unit here. These basically are channels 1 through 8, 9 through 16, and 17 through 24. Also located in the box with it came 3 cables. And these are just standard, standard D-sub insert cables. So you put one of these into each of those 3 D-sub connections on the back, and then you put these into the inserts of your mixer, and so it basically taps into that point of the mixer, and you're ready to record. It also comes with a universal power supply, so if you're German or US or any other types of voltages, it goes anywhere from 100 volts all the way up to 240 volts. So it's auto switching, so you basically slide the little connector that goes with whatever country you're in. So they have the ones that are included, the ones that cover Great Britain, Germany, most of Europe. And then of course there's a US connector that's also with it, and the power supply just auto switches to whatever voltage that you're using in your location. I also brought with me I've got a little 1/2 terabyte USB drive. This is the kind of drive that you can buy at Best Buy. I bought this one for about $100 this afternoon, and so nothing special about it. It's just a real simple 72 RPM USB drive, so it's reasonably fast. I got a little USB mini to a standard USB connector on it, and that actually attaches to the back of the black box recorder right here in this little this USB connection right here. So the idea behind this is that you put this in your rack, your live rack, and you leave it in there, and then when you're ready to do a recording, all you have to do is just connect a drive to it, and off you go. The black box recorder records standard broadcast wave format files. So while you're working with this, you can do your recordings, you can mark your ins, your outs, all of that. And when you're done, you just take your drive, disconnect it from the black box recorder, connect it directly up to your DAW. So if you're using, Logic or Pro Tools, or if you're using any of the other different DAWs, this just imports the files directly right in. So you just take the files, you drag and drop them right in, and you're ready to go. That automatically timestamps the file, so in the broadcast wave format that it records, it'll timestamp the correct time. You can have it stamped to either real time, which is to its own internal clock. It stores files by date, so you can go look on your hard drive and there's a folder on there that shows you that, or you can actually have it timestamped to an incoming SMPTE signal or to MIDI machine control. So there's a couple different ways you can lock this together. There also is a 9-pin port on the back here that allows you to control it via Sony P2 protocol. So a lot of the video editors and such out there support P2 protocol, so it's a very common professional standard. It's a pro box. This is definitely something that you would use in a professional environment. You've got both 16 and 24-bit capabilities at 44, 48, and as well as you can go all the way up to 96K with the box at 24-bit resolution. So the thing sounds great. We're going to go ahead and turn it on and take a little closer look at it and look at some of the interface functions, and I'll just show you a real basic hookup, how to make it work and how to record. So I've got all the audio cables hooked up over here right now into the inserts of my board here. I have a 16 input board, so basically you know, all of those are going into the first 2 D-sub connectors. So basically 8 channels per D-sub is what we're looking at. I've got those hooked up. I have my my little USB connection. I'm going to hook that up to the hard drive, and then we'll light this thing up and take a look at it. Okay, I'm going to power up the box right now. I basically have it hooked up to the hard drive, and it comes up here. It's doing its little initialize thing, and is lighting up. It's taking a minute. It's just going to find the hard drive, and it has found the hard drive, and we're good to go. I'm going to start with just a little bit here on the front panel, on the most leftmost area here. There's like a little high-res color screen here that basically gives you the status of the recorder. This is all you need to operate the recorder. I mean, it literally is like a one-button type of an operation. You have a menu key over here, which basically takes you to the various menus that you have. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit here to show you. There's a little lighted wheel that goes on here too. So if I navigate through here, I can navigate my different menu options. So if I want to go into here and do, let's say for instance, my track arming, I just simply navigate to that menu option, and then I have my my menu that basically shows that. I'm going to zoom back in again here and let you take a look at that. So right now you can see that I have the track arming window going. And to operate this, the manual on this thing is only about maybe 20 pages at the most. It's really, really a very small manual. There's not much, just about everything that, if you've ever worked with a recorder before, most of the stuff that you're working with is very, very easy. So I can just go in there, and I've got it set to arm all. I can disarm all. If I go down to the next option down here and just select that, it disarms all my tracks. Or I can arm individual tracks. So if I want to just arm tracks 1 through 4 or 1 through 16 or whatever, I can go ahead and set that any way that I like. So right now, just for the sake of argument, I'm going to set it to arm all. And then there's a little back key that takes you back to the main page here. Once you've armed all your tracks, I mean, it literally is as simple as just holding the record key down. Once the tracks are armed, and you're recording. And that's all there is to it. There's a couple really cool features on this. First of all, the box is designed that if the power gets cut to the box, let's say somebody trips over the power cable or whatever, it has a relay that will automatically pass the audio through to the outputs, even though the box went down. The boot up time on the box is extremely fast, as you saw. There is a playback lockout function that's in there that keeps you from playing back in the middle of a performance if you've already done your recording and you don't want it to play back. To hit stop while it's recording, if you see here, I'm just pushing on the stop button, nothing's happening. You actually literally have to hold the stop button for about 2 seconds for it to finish recording that take. It auto increments the take, so as I'm working with things, I just go in here, I hit record again. I'm recording a brand new take. So as I'm working with this, it can work very, very easily and quickly. There's marking functions, looping functions that are built into it. So if you want to loop a playback for doing a virtual sound check or something like that, it's very, very easy to do. I'm going to zoom out a little bit more here to show the metering capabilities in this. So I have the meters up over here. Basically, you have all 24 of your inputs. It will give you input status. If it's in playback, it'll be green. If you're armed and ready to record, you'll see that it's blinking red. If you are in record mode, so if I hit record here, you'll see that they'll all go into, and they'll stay red. And this little record light pops on over here in the far corner. This little disk access light over here. One of the things that was a pretty nice surprise about this, about the Black